Man, I'm here in Amsterdam, Netherlands. This is my first real day, but second day. I landed yesterday, September 19th, 2024. No, September 16th, 2024. Um, Man, I went to the Van Gogh Museum this morning. That was pretty inspiring and informative about his life, about how, just start to finish. He didn't even get into his art career till he was 27. He died at 37. 10 years within his career, he didn't find any success within it while he was alive. His brother had to basically carry on his memory, carry on his legacy. And from there, his brother's wife took it from there. And that ultimately was what led to him gaining notoriety. They partnered with a museum here in the Netherlands where he was born, and they put all of his art. He had so much accumulated within that 10 years that didn't sell. His brother could never sell any of his art. He was an art dealer. He ended up selling one of his pieces near his death. And it was just so much about his life story is the same story that many others experience, as far as just pouring yourself into your passion, pouring yourself into your purpose, and not necessarily seeing the rewards of that work instantly. You have to tap into delayed gratification. You have to tap into understanding that no matter when the results come, the results are worth it, whether it's on your time or another person's time. Some of the work that I'm intending to do in this lifetime is definitely may not be realized in terms of the gains in my lifetime, but I know if I put the work in, regardless, there is going to be rewards at the end of the day. And what day, I can't call that. That's between God and his timing. And just faithfully and diligently staying focused in the grind, staying focused in the purpose, staying focused on the whys that keep me going. You have to identify those in order to really settle down and find some consistency. If your why's not solid, you're gonna bounce from one thing to the other, or you're just not gonna be able to keep any momentum or steam. You're always gonna burn out, and you're gonna have to take 2 steps forward just to take 4 back. And if you don't reassess the issues in you making progress, you're not gonna redirect towards the actions and intentions that are really going to move you forward. Mainly, I'm here to elevate my mind, learn new things, elevate my spirit, elevate my consciousness. I believe traveling and immersing yourselves in new environments, new surroundings, new people, just pull out, that growth, pull out that perspective, and really allow you to step away from old habits, step away from old ways of thinking, and just expand. I'm in kind of the heart of the city, next to Vondel Park, staying in a Sonder. I don't know if you're familiar with Sonder, but like an Airbnb or a Verbo. Sonder basically has buildings with apartments in them spread out across the globe, and they're pretty affordable depending on where you're at, and very, very safe, very modern, very, very kept. No complaints whatsoever. Shout out to Sonder. Shout out to Delta. I flew here on Delta for $80 round trip. I work at Delta in the summers. Those of you that know me, but I work for Delta in the summers, and that affords me the opportunity to travel year round for the low, virtually free, unless I'm traveling out of the country. Then you pay the taxes if you fly with Delta. If you fly with another airline, like say United, American, you'll just pay their taxes and a inter-airline transfer fee. It's still relatively expensive compared to where the flight prices are these days. I cannot blame y'all for not being able to come to Amsterdam, Netherlands, and I feel especially blessed in that regards, because I want to share these things with y'all. I want to be able to motivate and inspire y'all to want to work hard enough to be able to afford to get out here, or find a way like I did to not make it so expensive to come out here. I think in total, just to be here and go home, I spent about $600-700. That's to put a roof over my head and to get to and from and everything else in between. I think I can manage it to about $1,000 if I really wanted to be really frugal. Between the eating and the excursion, museums are relatively cheap. I think it's like $25 a ticket just to get in. You can pay an extra $10 to get the headphones that are going to tell you about all of the details behind the work and those things like that. The train system here is exceptional. It was 15 euros for 48 hours, so I went ahead and went with that option. You could travel the length of the city in any direction with that for 48 hours. Can't put a price on that. Biking here is very popular, so people are having their own bikes, but have bike routes all over the roads, on the roadways, next to the trains, get you around. And then I don't know, when you travel, you just find that it's just different. Like, man, on the train, you can feel comfortable on the train, you can feel safe. The people on the train are the businessmen, the businesswomen, the tourists. I haven't seen a homeless person yet. I haven't really seen any rough looking persons. I haven't seen too many people out of shape, just willfully, just big. Like, I haven't seen, I've seen a lot of families. I've seen it be really quiet late at night. I'm up on trying to get it acclimated to the new time. So I'm up at odd hours, and man, I just find this really quiet. One thing I always pay attention to is the sanitation services, because I'm a supervisor within waste and renewable energy, and so I'm always looking at that aspect in other countries, and I find that, man, they're just very tight with it. The vehicles they use to service, the personnel, the times that they're working, I think it's just very, it's beautiful. It's beautiful out here. It's cool. The weather is very cool right now. It's September, so it's 70 during the day with the sun out. You can see the sun shining on me. And at night it's about 55. And I mean, that's cool, but with just like a light jacket and a t-shirt, a couple layers, you're comfortable. Jeans, of course. Man, yeah, having a grand time. Just really back here, this at my Airbnb, charging up my phone, charging up my equipment. I'm definitely gonna record some content out and about in the city, which I'm excited about. Definitely eat some more good food. And yeah, continue to just enjoy God's blessings and rewards in my life, and continue to showcase that to y'all. Hopefully it'll motivate, inspire, uplift, and that's all we're here to do. Be blessed, be peace.